I pulled him around that thing. That's a pretty good fish.
Pretty colors.
That's a pretty good fish.
Mm-hmm.
Tom, that's a nice one. That's a nice bluegill.
A lot of girth to him.
Let's get him in. Let's see if I can hold this back. Oh yeah, that's a pretty fish. Pretty fish. We've caught some larger ones, but that's a nice bluegill.
Yep.
A lot of copper on this one, Tom.
Mm-hmm.
They're a little bit, they're all a little bit different. They're all the same, but they're all different. Let's see if I can get this out of him without hurting him. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, there he is.
Got some thickness, doesn't it?
Grady White Boats' reputation for designing ruggedly elegant fishing boats is legendary. Our attention to quality, detail, and customer service is unmatched. From our Fisherman 180 and Coastal Explorers series to the unrivaled Canyon 456, you'll find no boat that rides better and offers more fishing amenities. Go ahead, experience fishing at its best. Get the Grady.
Hello, welcome to the Carolina Outdoor Journal. Well, today's show is all about fly rods, brim beds, and popping bugs. Joe, this is my kind of fishing.
Oh, I tell you, this is a lot of fun. This is targeting the bluegill brim in June when they're on the beds. May's a good month too, but this particular show was shot in June, and we'd had some problems with high water a couple of times, so we couldn't get out on the pond. But once we did, we found the brim and just had a great day.
Now, gear time, we'll talk about the fly rods and the baits and those sort of things.
Right, we'll go back. The guys will share with us the popping bugs that they use that day, and of course anybody that's ever fished a brim bed knows that once they're on the beds, they're pretty easy to catch. They're pretty aggressive that time of year, and we caught some nice fish.
Our recipe today: lemon deal catfish. Going to be a good one.
Yeah, it's going to take a catfish and add that little lemon tanginess to it. Really good.
It's going to be a great day. We got a lot coming your way today on the Carolina Outdoor Journal.
Bluegill are colony breeders. They excavate saucer-shaped nests, usually 20 to 30.
Saucer-shaped?
Yeah, and they look like craters on the moon. You've seen them.
Yep.
And they're the only, for example, a largemouth bass has a nest that's very similar, but it's larger, but it's always solitary. And I mean, it's always solitary. They bed alone. But a bluegill colony, if you're interested in birds, is very similar to Leks, L-E-K-S. That's dancing grounds. There he is.
That's a nice fish.
Yeah,
a little nicer, I believe.
That's dancing grounds for birds, such as like a prairie chicken or a sharp-tailed grouse.
Uh-huh. Got a ton of line out, but all bunched up at my feet.
That looks like a better one to me. I don't know. Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's a good bluegill. Good job.
Nice fish. Barely hooked.
There we go. There we go, Tom. Another nice,
Found another
nice
mattress
male bluegill. Yep. Pretty fish. Seems like a nice one. I can't get him around this side. I want to get him on this side. Come on, come on. What'd you get on?
I believe it's just his weight.
No, he's on something. Let's see if we can retrieve this fish. Now that's a bluegill that I'm pulling on him. He got off. Whatever was on, he's on, he got off.
And there's your big one you've been
Yeah,
looking.
that's a little nicer one than that's a little bit nicer. That's a nicer fish right there. Come on, baby. Oh,
very
pretty
nice
fish. Pretty fish. Tom, that's a beautiful male brim we just caught, and that's typical of an adult male. It's a parental male. You know, the scientific name for a bluegill is Leponus macrocerus, and that's Greek. But macrocerus means large hand, and that's about what we've got here. That's the size we've been looking for. It about fits in the size of my hand, and I've got a pretty good size hand. And that's the typical male with a copper across what some people refer to them as copperheads.
Right.
That's an adult male. This flap right here, which is about the size of your thumbnail, And all males, all bluegills, their dorsal fin has 10 spines, although some have 9 and some have 11, and the anal fin has 3, and that distinguishes a bluegill.
Right.
What a pretty fish. What a
nice
pretty
fight.
fish. I'm gonna let him go and let him grow. Gorgeous fish. Let's catch another one.
You see what switched to white? You see that?
Yeah, let's get
That was
another one in
exactly
there.
where that chartreuse popper
And
was
let's
going.
pick up on it just a little bit quicker. See if we can't. That's pretty right there. That's pretty. He ought to take that. He ought to take that. How about sticking one in there just to the left of that, about 3 feet? There he is. You got him. Good job. Good job. Another nice brim. Another nice brim.
Don't want to get him off too fast. That's too much fun.
No, No, sir. Good job.
Pretty colors.
Super.
Oh, look at the color in that, John, on the bottom.
That's a beauty. That's another beauty. You know, it's funny how some ponds raise a nice brim and some just don't. And and you hear a lot of theories about that, whether it's a bass pond but there are a lot of good ponds that have both bass and big brim in them. Good job, Tom.
There he goes.
Good catch, good fish, good release. Good release. He ought to smack it and not drop it. I'm gonna let it just sit there. He's gonna swim under it.
I normally do move mine more, but I'm going to go your route and see if I can leave it still.
There he is. Ah. There he went. There he was. Ah, that one got it. Oh man, he smacked it just like he was supposed to. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I still get excited.
Well, that's what you should do.
I think I've caught this fish and your line.
That's all right.
No, he's off. No, he's still on it. That's okay. That's okay. Let me bring him around here. We'll see if we can.
I'll just
get
leave
that
mine in the
right.
water while you get it.
There we go. There we go. Okay, we got him. We got him. We're gonna get him. We're gonna get him.
Another nice fish.
Yeah, that's another nice. That's another nice male bluegill. Boy, what pretty coloration. That one really has the copper head. Yeah. Nice fish.
Beautiful.
Nice fish, Tom.
Yep.
Let him go back. Very good. I'm gonna let you throw in there and let yours sit a second and kind of wait. What do you think, Tom? They've slowed down a little bit on this bed, haven't they?
A little bit.
Think we got one more in us?
I think we can get another one off this bed.
I feel like we need to back up a little bit. There he is. You got him. You got him. We knew there was one more here, didn't we?
The martin bed. Oh,
Good fish, I think.
yeah, it is. Real nice. Best
Has
fish
it-
I've caught today.
As if there was a bad fish.
This is the biggest fish I've caught today, I believe.
Let me swing you around a little
Haven't
bit.
caught him yet, though.
Let me swing you around a little bit so you can get you away from that stump.
Yeah,
Oh, I like the look of that. That's pretty.
That might be a bass.
That's a brim.
Is it a brim?
Yeah, you see how it circles?
Yeah, but he was going on a straight line there for a while. Did you see him?
You know, it is doing that. But it's a bluegill to be sure.
Nice.
And really not as big as you thought, but it's
He got a little grass on him.
got a little grass on it.
I get him.
Now that's a pretty brim.
Yeah,
That's a pretty brim.
big fat one.
Good job. Yeah, that's a nice one.
Nice little fish.
Nice fish.
Very nice.
Nice bluegill.
A lot of fun.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He smacked it, Tom.
Man,
I don't think.
I don't care if he's.
I don't think that's
half
the
ounce.
biggest.
His sound was wonderful.
I don't think that's the biggest we've caught. It's a pretty fish,
Very pretty.
but he certainly was the hungriest.
He's loud. He's a smacker.
He certainly was the hungriest one we've caught. Your mama didn't teach you any table manners.
That's right. Smack
Your mama
that one.
didn't teach you any table manners. Oh, pretty color too.
That's what happens when they smack at it hard. Sometimes
Yeah.
they miss it.
Yeah, that's a pretty fish. He went after it now. I'm not kidding you.
Yes, sir.
Beauty, beauty, beauty. Tom, we've worked this bed pretty hard. You think we ought to give it a rest?
Well,
It's been kind to us.
it's been good to us. We don't need to exhaust it.
Yeah, it's been kind to us. Why don't we be kind to it?
You want to slide on the other side over there?
Let's try a different spot. What do you say?
See if we can't locate another bed full.
Let's do
Colony full.
Let's do it. If we want, we can maybe come back later on, but I think we'll give that bed a rest. Good deal. That's a good spot. I want to see you get the big one. That's what you call a drop shot right there.
Right down.
That's a drop shot, yeah. Pure luck is what some people call. Oh, there's another drop shot. Okay, I dropped it.
There's a little
Okay,
hatch in
there's
here
where it
coming
is.
off, though. You're right.
There's where it should be. Now,
Something.
I'm telling you. I tell you now, there ought to be a fish on this. Tom, there's been a bed here before. What's left up there on that cypress tree is the back of a wood duck box.
Mm-hmm. Now, why would they relocate?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, why there was a bed here in the past? Maybe the bottom has, maybe some sediment or something's changed on the bottom. You know, they're like a sandy, gravelly bottom. But
Right.
I don't know. That's a good question.
Oh, I'm sorry, John.
Come on, babe. You know, there don't seem to be much activity right here. Or at least they're not caring for our offering, which may be the case. I like the area. I like the spot.
Well, I do too.
It's beautiful. But let me tell you something. Apparently the brim don't care for it, and that's really all that matters. I pulled him around that thing. That's a pretty good fish.
Pretty colors.
That's
Again.
a pretty good fish.
Mm-hmm.
Tom, that's a nice one. That's a nice bluegill.
A lot of girth to him.
Let's get him in. See if I can hold this back. Oh yeah, that's a pretty fish. Pretty fish. We've caught some larger ones, but that's a nice bluegill.
Yep.
A lot of copper on this one, Tom. Mm-hmm. They're all a little bit different. They're all the same, but they're all different. Let's see if I can get this out of him without hurting him. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. There he is.
Got some thickness, doesn't it?
Yeah, he's a good fish. There we go. Good deal. First rate. First rate. I'm excited. I'm excited.
They'll do that.
I like it. I like to catch them. I swear I do. Any size. I know you do too, Tom.
Yeah. A small one. We'll use a smacker.
We'll take him, buddy. We'll take him.
Heard him before I felt him. That's good. No table manners. Very, very nice. Another one on a white popper, John.
Looks like a. It is a female.
Shellcracker?
It's a female. No, it's a brim. It's a female. Very good. Very good. Very good.
Good deal. We'll take him. We did take him.
We did take him.
Joe's a good day of fishing. We fished what, 3, 4 different beds?
Yeah, I think we had three different brim beds that they fished. They just kind of moving around the pond, and actually, I think John was telling me that there's actually more than that. But these were 3 that he was familiar with. He's a great fly fisherman. Him and Tom both are really proficient with the fly rod, and both love the sport. And John particularly loves that bluegill brim, and makes his own bugs. He's just a very talented fisherman.
Fly rods and bugs. Let's find out more. Let's go to gear time.
John, we had a good day today. Started out early, had some success pretty much the whole time we were out here.
Yeah, we had a lot of success.
A lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, we had a great day. I don't remember a better day. I enjoyed fishing with you, Tom. You're a good fisherman, and we were also aided by the fact that the fish were very aggressive. We found a lot of brim beds, and so, you know, whether we were good fishermen or not,
We caught 'em.
They were on it, and we were right there for them. We had both of us using fly rods. I have a 4-weight with a 6-pound tippet, a nice long tippet. It makes it roll over and land on the bed, you know, pretty quietly. And we were using top water baits, popping bugs. We used several colors and several sizes, primarily a 6 and an 8. I like the 6 a little bit better because it doesn't go down in his throat.
A little bigger.
It's a little bigger, and it, you know, it's easier to extract, and you don't hurt the fish. And we released all our fish today. I thought that was good.
I started out throwing a little slider. It's considered a popping bug, but it's not. Yours is more of a blunt front to it, so it does make more of a traditional pop. The sliders, this is a little bigger than the one I was throwing.
Yours is a little quieter coming off the water.
A little bit quieter,
Yeah.
just what it says it is. It's a slider. It's got the
Yeah.
rubber legs, a little bit of marabou in the back.
Mine's flat.
Right.
Makes it
which
pop.
is exactly
Yeah.
what it's for.
Yeah.
This is either one of these flies seemed to work real good today. We didn't really vary too much off
Right.
these poppers.
Sometimes when you don't get a good hook set, when you miss fish, and we missed some today, but mostly we were successful. But you can take a pair of pliers and you can open up this hook a little bit. You can put it right down at the bend of the hook, and you can bring it out some, and that helps your hook set sometimes when you miss some fish. But boy, we had a great day. This is a number 8. I mean, all these, they're different colors, of course, and we both got lots of different sorts of bugs, different colors for different situations, perhaps to match what the fish are feeding on.
Well,
But it's hard to beat. It's hard to beat the old glow color, white, or the old glow bug color.
I was just getting ready to say the chartreuse is what I started out with. Had a few early, and then you were doing so well in the white, I switched over and stayed with it the rest of the day. It was
Yeah,
good.
yeah, it was the bait today.
Very
And
good.
I tell you, I enjoyed it thoroughly. I don't think we could have had a better time. I hope we can do it again soon.
Had a blast.
Yeah, thank you very much. Enjoyed it.
Thanks, guys, for that information. Now, Donna's in the kitchen. She's got a recipe for lemon dill catfish. You're going to like this one.
Hi, welcome to Simple Cooking. Today we're going to make a lemon dill catfish in the kitchen. Great recipe, lots of good flavors mixing together. So we're going to start out with our catfish fillets, and we have filleted them up and we're ready to go. So they're nice and plump and moist looking. What we're going to do is we're going to make a little dressing here. First, we're going to use this dressing for 2 different purposes. We're going to use it as a topping after the fish is cooked, and we're going to use it to baste our fish as well. So we're going to start out with a little bit of buttermilk and some mayonnaise. And I would use real mayonnaise. I wouldn't use any of the salad dressing substitutes because they add a little bit, they're a little sweet. So I would just go ahead with the mayonnaise. Then we're going to add in some lemon to this as well. And what we're going to do with this is to get it nice and juicy, we're just going to roll it around on our counter to kind of loosen up some of the pulp in there to get it nice and juicy. And then we're going to use a little bit of the outside, some of the zest, to add a little bit extra flavor to this too. And what we're going to do is I just use a microplane with mine to do that, and I just rub it along. And you want to make sure that you only get the yellow part. You don't want to get into the white because that's the pith and it will be very bitter. So you want to just kind of roll it around. Has a great flavor and a great scent as well. So we're going to add some of that, about 2 teaspoons of that in there. Then we're going to slice this in half and juice out the juice from the lemon. And then you can place it in your disposal and clean out your kitchen smells too. So it's very versatile, this recipe. We're just going to squeeze that out. And if you have, if it's a little hard, you can use a reamer in here to get some of that juice out. So we're just going to mix that together. And we're also going to add in some fresh dill to this recipe. So I just have some dill here. I bought this big bunch of dill at the grocery and it smells so good. And if you grow dill in your garden outside, that's a great way to use it as well. So we're just going to mix that together. And then what I would do is if I already have some extra, but if not, I would take out about 2 tablespoons of this to brush your fish with and then save the rest for after as a dip. So what we're going to do, we're just going to take our basting brush and brush our fish. And if you don't have catfish, you can use any type of mild white fish, works out well too. Then we're going to flip it and brush the other side. And then we're going to dredge it into some lemon pepper breader, which adds some great flavor to it. And once we do that, we're going to bake it on our non-stick foil for about 10-15 minutes. These are quick and easy recipe, which you know that's the kind that I like. Not spending a lot of time in the kitchen, but come out with something that's really fabulous. So we're going to place that on our foil. Like I said, bake that at about 400 degrees for about 10-12 minutes, depending on the thickness of your fish. And this is what it looks like when it comes out. Well, it's nice and golden brown and crunchy and nice and light and fluffy on the inside and has all those great flavors that have mixed together as well. And then I just serve a little bit of the dipping sauce, and you can do sliced cucumbers, you can put it on a salad. It's a great meal and I hope you enjoy the lemon dill catfish, and I look forward to seeing you next time here on Carolina Outdoor Journal.
Thanks, Donna, for that recipe. That's one you'll have to try at home real soon. Joe, let's go back down to the pond. Fished 3 beds that day, and overall we had a good day. We
did. We caught a lot of fish, had a lot of fun, and as I mentioned earlier, John said there were other beds. We just, found the fish we needed on these 3 beds, and very aggressive that day. We caught a lot of male fish, and at that time of year they're pretty aggressive, but you still need to know how to throw that bug to them.
And talking about throwing the bug to them, it is an art in that fly rod.
Yeah, not everybody can pick up a fly rod and present it like these guys can. We stayed off from the beds and made their presentations, and they know how to do it. They've been doing it a long time. Both of them are very accomplished fly fishermen, and that helps in catching fish.
Overall, it's a good day.
Absolutely.
For Joe Albee, I'm John Moore. Thanks for joining us today on the Carolina Outdoor Journal.
Make sure to visit our website for more information.
Grady White boats are known for uncompromising quality through exceptional attention to detail. On every model, from 18 to 45 feet, we incorporate exclusive features and quality components that you won't find on any other boat brands. Our exclusive CV2 hull design is ranked highest in every third-party survey done in the marine industry. So every day on the water will be a great day, no matter the conditions. Ask any Grady White owner and they'll tell you, get the Grady.